Start in mountain pose, and on the inhale, softly bend your knees a couple times and feel your feet on the ground. Close your eyes and locate your inner balance. Take a big exhale. On the inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up overhead, elongating your spine so that you can open your chest as you inhale. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, reaching towards the ground. You can keep it a little bend in the knees to lengthen your spine. Inhale, halfway lift up. You can place the hands on your legs. Plant your hands into plank position. Slowly lower chaturanga, keeping your elbows by your sides. Press into the ground into cobra or either upward dog. On the next exhale, curl your toes, send the hips back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath here. You're going to bend your knees, look towards your hands, hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Inhale back to tall mountains, staring at your thumbs, opening your chest. Exhale back to mountain pose. I'm going to repeat that again, so go ahead and inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine up. Exhale, fold forward, reaching towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank pose, slowly lowering. Inhale, press into the ground as you pull your torso up. Exhale as you curl your toes under, sending your hips backwards into downward dog. On the inhale is when you're going to bend your knees and look towards your hands to step to the front of your mat. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, big tall mountain. And then release all that with a big exhale back to mountain pose. Back into mountain pose. On the next inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up overhead. And on the exhale, hinge forward, reaching towards the ground, bending the knees. Inhale, you're going to halfway lift up. Exhale, you're going to plant your hands into plank pose, slowly lowering into chaturanga. Big inhale as you press into cobra or upward dog. Big exhale as you send it back into downward facing dog. Here we're going to lift the right leg up. Knee to nose, we're going to pull the foot to the inside of the right hand. Pull the torso up as your arms raise into warrior one. Here your knee is stacked over your ankle. Your hips are aligned facing forward. And breathe. Next, we're going to find something to focus on for our balancing pose. So find an object to set your gaze to. Slowly begin to shift your weight onto your foot as you press into warrior three as the back left leg lifts. Holding that gaze towards that one spot that we picked. And then we can begin to slowly lower and release. Staying in this forward fold to neutralize the spine before we go ahead and switch sides. So next we're going to be sending the right leg backwards as the left one stays up forward. The left knee is stacked over the left ankle as the torso comes up. Hips are faced forward. And we are breathing. Next, find what you want to focus your gaze on for the balancing pose and begin to start to shift your weight into your left foot, lifting the right leg up so gently as you slowly press into the ground, straightening your body. Maintain your gaze into that one place that you picked. And on the exhale, you can begin to slowly lower that leg and release it all back into a forward fold. And plant your hands. Go ahead and take a big rest into child's pose. I think your spine deserves it. Next, you're going to come up into tabletop position. You can do a couple cat-cows here if it feels good. We've been doing a lot of work on the spine today. Once you feel like you've neutralized your spine to a comfortable point for yourself, next, go ahead and sit up onto your knees, and you're going to swing your right leg out to the edge of your mat, bringing that left leg naturally in with it. Reach with your left arm towards the right leg as you give your side a nice stretch. And your right foot is facing the edge of the mat. On the next exhale, you can switch sides, plant that left hand, open your chest, look up towards the sky, towards your right hand. Big breath. When you're ready to come back into your neutral position, you can go ahead and bend that right knee. Send that left leg to the edge of the mat. And go ahead and reach towards the left leg. Take a few breaths here as you stretch. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and alternate sides, sweeping with your right hand, plant that to the ground, open your chest, look towards your left hand. Big breath here. Whenever it feels comfortable to release that, go ahead. Staying in this position on our knees, we are going to begin our camel position. Now, if this position is too much for you, you can grab a bolster or a yoga block. I'm going to go ahead and reach for my ankles. So I'm going to send my hips forward as I exhale and slowly lower my arms backwards. Again, pressing my hips forward, finding a comfortable position for my shoulders to rest in as I push my hips, opening my chest, taking big deep breaths, feeling that stretch in my lower back. And when we come out of camel, we're going to be very careful when we come out. Make sure that you take a big inhale and a big exhale. And on the exhale, slowly windmill out of that position. All right, for the next one, this is going to be a little bit easier. We're going to neutralize our spine. A nice seated forward fold. You can grab a yoga strap. Sometimes that gives me a deeper stretch. Today I'm just going to reach for my feet. So press your heels forward as you pull back with your hands on your toes. You can bend your knees a couple times, bend into the stretch. I do a little bit of staccato breathing here where with each exhale I deepen the stretch a little bit more. And whenever it feels comfortable, you can release that position. And we are going to prepare for Shavasana. But before that, we are going to neutralize our spine again. This time we're going to be taking it very slow and gentle as we twist and stretch the spine that we've been working on for so long now. So when you're ready, you can grab your left knee and pull it up towards your chest, grabbing it with both hands. On the exhale, go ahead and let that knee drop towards your right side as your left hand reaches out. Your right hand can assist by pressing that knee towards the ground, and you're going to be keeping your gaze towards your left hand. So this is a nice twist for the spine. You can put as much or as little pressure on the knee as you want with your right hand. And of course, release whenever it feels comfortable for you. Make sure you pull it back to your chest before letting it go back to the ground. Switching sides now with the right knee up to the chest. With the left hand, we're pressing it as it drops to the left side. My gaze is towards the right, gazing towards my right hand. And then my left hand is pressing into my right knee, assisting it by dropping that gravity, twisting the spine, and release. Go ahead, take a big breath, and prepare for your Shavasana.